Hello, my friend, and welcome back. Today is Friday, so let's do our Friday card pull and see what kind of message the divine has for us today. Okay, I love this card. I think we might have drawn this one time. I personally draw this card a lot. And I love it. I think it's so beautiful. So it is, let's tell you what it is. It's the Mintakan card, and it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And if you're not familiar with Mintakans, I think that Mintakan, I feel like aren't talked about as much as maybe like Pleiades or other kind of star seeds like that. But Mintakans are, the card says the original light workers. Apparently, I forget what the planet is called. Is it Orion? I know that's a star thing. I don't really know. But Mintakans actually used to live on a planet that was ruled by beautiful sea creatures and mermaid, I guess, or mermen type creatures. It was a planet of oceans, and it's actually a planet that doesn't exist anymore. I'm not sure how or why, but apparently it just doesn't exist. It was destroyed at some point. And all of those souls, and apparently some of those sea creatures now are walking and living on the earth. And this happened a long time ago, so apparently a lot of the souls, the Mintakan souls, are now incarnated as humans and have been incarnating as humans for a very long time. Apparently longer than a lot of other star seeds, because if you ever hear the theory of like the star seeds, apparently like they say around when Hiroshima, the nuclear bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, apparently that was a kind of like a beacon and a call for help from humanity that caused a lot of other star seeds to start to incarnate on planet Earth, because humanity needed the help. And that's what we are here to do. We are here to help. We are here to be of service. We are here to aid in this awakening of humanity. But apparently Mintakan souls have been here for a very long time, probably preparing us for this time and just kind of planting those seeds, being those Annas. If you know what I'm talking, if you know, you know. So the light workers of Mintakans are beautiful souls, and they, since this is not their original planet of incarnation, they a lot of times feel like not even that they just don't belong, because a lot of star seeds feel like they just don't belong, but Mintakans really love to be home. They love to be homebodies, and it's because they are kind of displaced from their planet, and it was like a very beautiful, wonderful, harmonious life that was kind of taken from them. They are not stuck, but they are left with wanting to be home, that feeling of wanting to be home. So when they incarnate on Earth, even though these souls know that they are here to do a specific job and a specific mission, and they know that this is not their home planet, but this is their home planet now, sometimes when they incarnate as humans, they are left with a longing for home, which makes them want to make their physical home, they want to make it beautiful, they want to be comfortable there, and they really enjoy being in the home, because a lot of light work can be done from home. It doesn't, sometimes it causes you to go out in the world and to interact, but a lot of times it doesn't. Light work, energy work is everywhere. It knows no time or space. So these Mintakins, and I draw, like I said, I draw this card quite frequently. I definitely feel like there is an aspect of my soul that was definitely Mintakin. And I feel for a few personal reasons, I have always been extremely connected to the ocean, and I have always been in awe of sea creatures. Like, I love nature shows, but I love the ones that have to do with the ocean. I think it's so fascinating, and like, I have just always really been drawn to it. And I am, you know, a homebody, and there are a lot of different reasons, mainly that I draw this card over and over again, that makes me feel like, you know, at least an aspect of my soul. Sometimes I think our souls can be made up of many aspects. So, but that comfort of home, that feeling of home, and wanting to make your home space comfortable and a place you want to be, is a lot of times what these souls feel. However, we have talked multiple times before about this idea of home, because a lot of times when you put too many eggs into that home basket, and then that basket is taken away from you, or something happens, you know, say you spend so much time making something your perfect home, where you feel so, you know, so safe and secure, and that is where you want to be, and then, you know, you have to move. That can really be detrimental to your sense of security. And what we need to work on is to feeling that we are home. These bodies are our home for this lifetime, and we need to realize that our bodies are this home. Yes, this body needs shelter, and it needs some things, you know, it needs shelter from the elements and food and water and air, and it, you know, these bodies need a lot of things. However, these bodies house our souls, and nothing could be more important than that. So that is why it is really important to take care of our bodies, because in reality, you know, you take care of your home, you clean it, you tend to it, you decorate it, you make it feel nice, but that is just a physical home. And like, yes, you say, well, these bodies can be taken away. Okay, well then that is something that we deal with when we cross over, because then we don't exactly have that human need for shelter. So let's stay in this lifetime. In this lifetime, these bodies, this is our permanent home. This is the only permanent home we might have. Now, this body will change, because everything is change. However, being housed in this body is the only permanent home you have in this lifetime. So that is why we need to tend to our body. We need to listen to our body. We need to treat our bodies well, really treat it well. And as we do those things, and as we bring our awareness into how important it is to be treating these homes really well, the more safe and secure we are going to feel inside of our bodies, and the less we are going to put emphasis on the outside home, and we are going to really realize and put emphasis on these homes right here, this body home. And now, I'm not saying that you know, can't make your house nice and it's not okay to feel comfortable in your home, because it is. And, you know, being comfortable in your home will allow you in this life, in this body, to kind of carry out a lot of the work that we are meant to do on this planet. But at the end of the day, we need to remember that this house is just something man-made. You know, it is just, I don't know, what is it? What are houses made out of? Wood, concrete, plaster? I don't know. I'm not a construction worker. Windows. These are just physical things, and we need to keep that in mind. because, you know, these things can change and these things are man-made. So putting too much emphasis into things that are man-made will lead you to suffrage at some point or another. But putting emphasis on something that is God-made, that is, well, everything's God-made, but like nature-made, which are these bodies. Nature made these. Man can't replicate these bodies yet. I don't think we will ever really be able to replicate it. You know, maybe we can have a mechanical ear or a heart or something like that, but essentially the whole thing, this is nature made. We're nature made, baby. Okay? So that is where we need to put our emphasis and our care in the thing that is given to us by the divine, this beautiful, wonderful gift, this home that we have been given for this lifetime. That is where we need to be putting our emphasis. That is where we need to feel home. And what the wonderful thing is if you're a homebody and you start to feel at home in your body, think about that word, homebody, at home in your body. That is where you can then really realize that you are always safe and you are always home, because this body goes with you everywhere. So if you start to feel at home in your body, you will feel less of that longing for home. But know that if you have that deep-seated longing, not just wanting to be home at the end of the day, but kind of just feeling like this is not home, there's a chance that this planet was not your original home. There's a huge chance of that, especially if you watch these videos or this kind of content. You know that you are a starseed, way shower, light worker, etc., etc., etc. So that is our message for today. I absolutely love this card, and I hope this brings a little bit of clarity to you if you were feeling, you know, maybe a little lost and like you weren't at home. Remember, you are home. You're always home. But it is okay for you to also take pride and tend to your physical home, but don't forget where home number one is. Your bodies. Home number one. Okay? My name is Anne. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.